Hello, my friend. Losing yourself, losing yourself, losing yourself is your greatest danger. No matter what happens in the world around you, you can deal with it as long as you have a confidence in yourself and you are prepared to tackle whatever needs to be tackled. So don't allow the troubles in the world to rob you of the most precious, most important thing of all. There will be crises in the world around you. Things will go wrong. There will be chaos. And people will act in irresponsible ways. There will be much to upset you. You will suffer losses. Things will go wrong and be difficult. And you will feel despair sometimes. But as long as you have yourself and you are alive, you have the most important thing. Never forget that. Søren Kierkegaard, in his book The Sickness Unto Death, said, "The greatest hazard of all, losing yourself, can occur very quietly in the world, as if it were nothing at all. No other loss can occur so quietly. Any other loss, an arm, a leg, $5, a wife, etc., is sure to be noticed." And he is quite right about that. We keep track of lots of things in our lives, but we very rarely value what we have in having ourselves. Your thoughts, your memories, your ideas, your values, your learning, and your skills are your own. You can constantly hone them. You can constantly improve them. You can constantly become more aware, more reflective of the whole panoply of characteristics, abilities, and talents and skills you have got. You can always improve them. And whilst everything else can be taken away from you, it's only if you abandon yourself and you give up on that process of self-renewal and strengthening and increased awareness, only if you give up on yourself, no matter the circumstances you are in, only then can you lose it. Or, as Kierkegaard pointed out, you can lose track of all of that by just letting yourself get dragged around by the world and forget who you are and what you're capable of. You forget that you are a center of consciousness that has this amazing capacity to transform difficulties into learning and to transform yourself into an agent of change for the better. And this, my friend, is what it all hinges on now. Whether we allow ourselves to become anonymous, numbers, just tokens in the political games that others play, or whether we stand steady and strong and upright and we take charge and authority over the unit of consciousness that we are responsible for and that is capable of so much. So your feelings and your sensations will help you find your way, but they are fleeting because they are just messengers. Your opinions will be altered by the media, by what other people tell you, by things you experience. They're fleeting. Success is ephemeral. It will never last, my friend, and the more success you have, the harder it will be to give up on it and turn back to yourself. Your money and your possessions can become worthless, or they can be taken from you, they can be stolen. Beauty and power will fade with age. But who you are and what you make of who you are is entirely in your power. And you shape your inner world, and you decide what you commit to and what you connect to. So don't let yourself slide into the rabbit hole of self-pity or self-denigration or imagining that you cannot be saved because terrible things have happened to you. None of that at the end of the day matters. What matters greatly is what you make of what has been made of you, what you do with what has been done to you. It's down to you, my friend, to take responsibility for your being. As long as you realize that that also means that it is up to you to repair the wounds, to let them heal, and if there is damage in you, to apply the Japanese art of kintsugi to it, which is the skill of filling breaks and breaches in a piece of porcelain with gold, so as to make the damage into a feature. Now think about that. To make damage not just into a repair or scar, but a feature of your existence, and to make the most of it. Poet and philosopher Rumi said, "Keep your gaze on the bandaged place. That is where the light enters you." And you know, Leonard Cohen spoke about that in his song, sang about it in his song Anthem, where he said, "There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in." So it's time for you to realize that it is you, my friend, who owns the rights to the light that is inside of you, and to how much light you allow to enter into your inner world. And it is up to you to radiate that back into the world and not let yourself become disenchanted for too long, but to become the active agent for re-enchantment in the world. And you and I can each do that in our own circle in our own life in our unique personal way. Think about it, and you will find the way.